So today I feel like reviewing Fade to Black and Wilhelm Scream. Well, that was certainly unusual. You can always tell an 80s movie if the logo at the beginning has left you mesmerized. This is a film about film, or to be more precise, it's a movie about Eric Binford, a child of the cinema. Eric lives in Hollywood with his aunt, a showbiz has-been, and works in a movie reel warehouse. In other words, he lives, breathes, and dies for movies. You can tell he's a real loser because all he tries to do is show off his movie knowledge.
You didn't know what Adolf Hitler's favorite movie was. Broadway Melody, I bet you didn't know that. But what about Cry of Battle and War is Hell? Where were they playing, huh? At the Texas Theater where they caught Oswald the day he shot Kennedy. I bet you didn't know that. It was a double bill, you... Shit.
I mean, it's pretty pathetic if all you do is sit around talking about movies. Anyway, his aunt, along with his boss and colleagues, are always putting him down to make sure he knows that his obsession with film makes him a failure.
If you last a week. Now get out of here!
On his daily route, he stops in a diner, which just so happens to be where he will meet his love interest, and where we start to see how creepy Eric is when he fantasizes about her.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Eric. Happy birthday to you.
He musters up the nerve to make the first move, and they have a bit of a flirt. If you can call that flirting. Despite the awkwardness, surprisingly the Monroe lookalike character thinks Eric's kinda cute and asks him for a ride home. Everything seemed to have gone well, and they even planned a later date.
Where is she?
Unfortunately, Eric gets stood up, which leads to his mental breakdown. As Eric becomes more and more distressed, we witness him lose touch with reality, and are graced with such fun scenes as this one.
Hello, beauty.
Are you guys actually still watching that? You bunch of perverts. I came over here to grab myself another beer. Magic Hat is the craft beer of Big Commercial Brewing. Though they make some good beers that make you think of microbrewing, don't be fooled, it's still owned by the same people who make Labatt and Genesee. With that said, this seasonal brew gets quite a bit of mixed reviews from person to person. To me, the pumpkin pie is really in the aroma. Taste-wise, it's light on the spices, mostly clove and cinnamon. I think it was the marketing that really made me want to try this one. The name Wilhelm scream appeals to any movie enthusiast, knowing that it is one of the most overused sound effects in film history. Halfway through the movie, it takes a shift from creepy to killing spree horror flick. The director was very successful to add a deeper dynamic on horror that I don't think I've seen anywhere else. Towards the end, the tension glues you to the screen in anticipation for the stunning climax. None of the characters are hollow, and you begin to sympathize with Eric so much by the end of the film, you really feel quite sad. Sorry. I don't want to give away too much, so you can really appreciate the movie for what it is. As for the beer, it's very drinkable. The best thing about this is they don't overload it with spices like many other pumpkin beers do. Thanks again for watching another video. Feel free to troll away in the comments below. Subscribe and share if you want. And that's a wrap. Fade to black.